Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Gran Turismo 7 money making method. Now this method is working as of update 1.26. I believe there's been no kind of changes to the PP system this time around, which is absolutely awesome. And now, in my opinion, this is probably the easiest money method currently within Gran Turismo 7, mainly because everyone gets this car for free and it works very well on probably the easiest money grinding event in Gran Turismo 7. So let's check out the actual tune. So as you can see here, we're using the Red Bull X2019 25th anniversary. We all get it for free, and you want to run racing hards for this. You will not have to change your tyre compound, so as long as you've got the hard tyre on, this will fully work. Now with the suspension and stuff, I've just left it as standard. I believe you don't really have to mess around with it at all to get a decent feeling for this car. Same with the differential. I recommend just kind of leaving that at default. The car's a very downforcey car anyway, so we don't want to kind of mess about with that too much. We have the fully customizable racing transmission and we've set that to 310. The main reason for this is because the shorter top speed on this car actually kind of works well with it because you cannot get that much speed out of it, in all honest. We are obviously nerfing a lot of the power. We've got full ballast at 200 with a positioning at -50. As you can see, the power restrictor, we've had to take it all the way down to 70 with the output adjustment then adjusted to 93. Then on the downforce at the front, we've got the minimum, so it's all the way to the left at 800, and the max at the rear at 1600. On the right hand side, there's nothing changed, so nice, easy setup for you guys. Now we're going to head into Europe, and you want to go down to the bottom here, it's Sardegna Road Track, so just make sure you go ahead and click on that, and it's the World Touring Car 800 event we're going to be using for this car. Then you just want to go and enter it, and it'll boot itself up. So let's talk strategy. So in my opinion, this is the best way to run this event. When you think about it, it's honestly just straight profit. You know, you don't have to pay for the car, you only have to pay for a few parts and some tyres, and away you go. Now as you can see here, we're going to run at fuel mix 1 on the opening lap. This is to just kind of work our way through the field. In terms of difficulty, I believe this one is set on normal, so we're not just going to absolutely fly past them like you would on easy, but they are very easy to beat anyway. I'd 100% say normal is a good middle ground between kind of ease of beating the event, because you don't want to waste your time, obviously, if you're grinding money, but at the same time you don't want to be constantly running into traffic, because overall you'll actually end up with a slower time because you're spending more time trying to work your way through traffic, and it will just absolutely nerf your lap time. So, you know, we're already kind of nerfing a very fast car as it is, so the last thing you want to do is be constantly trying to, you know, find places to overtake lap traffic, because in Gran Turismo 7, they don't like to really move out of the way. Now, after your opening lap, I fully recommend just going to fuel mix 6. This will allow you to essentially, you know, run a more leaner fuel mode. You can go into fuel mix 6 straight away if you want. The main thing I'm trying to aim for here is a one-stop strategy, and it's entirely possible with this car. In fact, when you kind of, you know, turn in the fuel mix down, you can stretch it out to around about the end of lap 7, do your first pit in, and then you're all good to the end with a little bit of fuel left to be able to kind of turn the engine up and do your last lap as fast as possible. And that's probably the way I recommend it. In all honesty, I'd completely ignore me in fuel mix 1 and just kind of cruise around in fuel mix 6, go as long as you can, and then again just carry on in fuel mix 6 and then kind of, you know, turn it up you know, last off. That's honestly the way I would go about it anyway. But honestly, it's completely up to you really what you do with your fuel. You want to just aim for doing a one-stop though. I'm sure most of us can kind of keep an eye on our own fuel usage and such, but that is definitely the two ways I would recommend doing it. As you can see, at the end of lap 4, there's going to be a couple of the AI pit, including the leader. This is where you're essentially going to inherit the lead, and then from now on, even though we're kind of running a more lean fuel, you just want to kind of stretch your legs and try and get a gap over the rest of the AI. As you can see, the rest of them are going to keep on pitting over the next few laps. This is just going to allow you to, you know, gently kind of, you know, pull out a lead on them, so you don't have to really worry about them once you've done your pit stop. It should essentially, by running a bit longer, give you enough time to just kind of gap the AI enough, so when you pit, you don't end up behind them or anything like that. So as you can see, I've managed to stretch my run out to the end of lap 7. This is when I'm going to make my one and only pit stop for the race. Tyre wear, absolutely fine. In all honesty, the hards just don't feel like they were kind of, wearing off at all, and I feel like that's a good thing about this car. You just don't feel like there's really any tyre wear to it. The main thing you just want to focus on is your fuel, and that's what makes it so easy. You don't have to worry about your tyres dropping off, because some of these faster builds or some of the more overpowered builds, as soon as you kind of get to those later stages, your tyres will drop off, and then you're kind of crawling around for a lap or so until you can finally get yourself in the pits. You don't really have to worry about that at all here. So yeah, we're going to fill the car to full, put a new set of hards on, and away we go, keeping it at fuel mix 6 all the way up until we get on to lap 15. Then we're going to just turn the engine up and go all the way to the finish line with a bit of a sprint, and that should give you your fastest lap as well. So as you can see, when it comes to lapping the AI, this is where it kind of gets a bit annoying, because it'll absolutely kind of kill your momentum, because you're spending time trying to get through them without trying to, wipe yourself out or wipe them out. To be honest, the AI in this game are just not that good. In all honesty, they won't move for blue flags or anything like that. So just kind of pick your choice, pick your points to overtake them. As you can see, I'm just sort of holding off just in case they kind of just ram me into the barrier or go straight into the back of me, or they stop suddenly. So yeah, we're just trying to gently work our way through. This is on lap 13, so I've not run into too much traffic so far, so it's been a pretty smooth run. That's why I also recommend normal, like I said, and then we are just going to carry on straight to the end of the race. So lap 14, this is where we're going to turn the engine up and just go for our fastest lap. We've got plenty of fuel left to use, so we're just going to whip it all the way to power and just go for a quick sprint until we cross that finish line in first place. As you can see, we've lapped all the AI at this point, even on normal difficulty. This just goes to show just how good this car is. It's fuel efficient, it's grippy. Yes, it's not overall the quickest, we've nerfed a lot of its power, but overall it's a very good free grinding method essentially. So there we have it, we're across the line, first place. Very, very simple. So with first place in the bag, let's go and check out our overall time and our fastest lap. As you can see, we did 25 minutes 29 seconds 0.515 with a fastest lap last off when we turned the engine up on lap 15 of a 1 minute 36.105. Again, the reason I absolutely love this money method is just because everybody's got this car for free. It's a 3 million plus car. It's very overpowered for this event. This event is so easy and straightforward. There's no weather to worry about. You can just kind of do it on a one stop. Nice, easy money. As you can see, we've got 727,500 credits just for doing that. And in my opinion, that's what makes it such a good money method. It's open to everyone. You don't need to rely on any legend cars kind of rotating around or anything like that. You can jump straight in as long as you've gone and collected your free car, which you just do in the menu by clicking the banner. And yeah, away you go essentially. It's super simple. I honestly recommend trying this out. Again, without the PP changes or anything like that, it's very easy to get this car down to the 800 mark, and it's very easy to just make pure profit using this car because you've not had to pay for it. So that's going to be it from me today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn those notifications on so you don't miss an upload from me. I upload Gran Turismo daily as well as other racing games. Yeah, thank you so much for the support recently. Go in the description, check out my Twitter, my Discord, and my sponsor for today's video, the Controller People. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace!